Have you ever asked yourself who or what is a monitor or a CRA's best friend? Find out soon.
Friends, how many of us have them? Friends, ones we can depend on.
Hey guys, ECRG here, back with another video. Today we're going to talk about the Q&A log or the FAQ log. And what this log is a compilation of commonly asked or rare questions that sites will ask during the study. And this is a log, a compilation essentially, an Excel spreadsheet or a Word document with the question and the answer. So what this allows the CRA, the in-house CRA, or anyone on the study team for that matter to do is look up answers to questions without having to ask other team members. For example, a lot of things that come up are concomitant meds. Hey, a patient is taking this med and this med and this med. Are they allowed in the study? Or what dosages is allowed in the study? Questions like that come up all the time. Or, an investigator will ask a specific question and the team will think, hey, I'm sure other people will ask these questions as well. We need to put them on the Q&A log and the FAQ log in order for other monitors to be able to look at that, read that, and provide an answer quickly back to the sites. So why is this the best friend? Specifically, as I just said, they're able to provide an answer back quickly without having to go bother the CTL or another CRA or another study team member or the sponsor, and they're able to provide an answer quickly back to the sites and more efficiently for these commonly asked questions. So this is something that's huge and every study team should have is a Q&A log. Now, typically monitors aren't the one maintaining this. It will be someone else on the study team, like a project coordinator, maybe a project manager, or maybe like a clinical trial assistant or something like that. But this is incredibly important, especially for you entry-level folks out there in the clinical research sphere, and they have you filling out one of these Q&A log and maintaining it. Don't take this task lightly. This is incredibly crucial. Now, speaking from a monitor's perspective, this is my best friend. I use this all the time. I am constantly referring to this FAQ log because, to be honest, I'm not trying to read that protocol all the time. I mean, the protocol is there, but the first thing I usually check when a question comes up is the FAQ log because it is likely that someone has asked a question similar or that exact same question before. So I always check the FAQ log, especially when it comes to concomitant medications. Because usually, if you're doing a particular study, it is likely that other patients are taking the same medication because it's the same study, the same indication, they're likely taking similar medications before. So typically the sponsor only has to answer that, or the medical monitor only has to answer that question one time, and you can provide answers back to sites a number of times based on that one answer. So I love the Q&A log. In fact, it is on my computer at all times. I always have a copy open. And you know what? Actually, we're going to do a video about that. The stuff I have open on my computer at all times. But the Q&A log is one of them. And you know what? It accumulates over the duration of the study, starting from one question to eventually 100 or hundreds of questions. And I love this log because you can just search it. For example, if you want to look for sertraline is a drug, if you can just type in SERT and see if it's in there. And you can find out in seconds if the question has been asked about sertraline, or you would just type in, another drug name, gabapentin or something. You can type in any of these drug names before and see if there's a hit, and you don't have to really spend that much time looking up if the question has been asked or answered before. And this is such handy, so handy. So I love it. This is my best friend, one of my best friends. I have a couple other best friends too, but as far as the most high yield things that sites ask, this is easily my best friend. Easily my best friend. So I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Q&A log. I know a lot of people, especially in your entry level roles, you think you're doing tasks that aren't that useful. You're like, man, does anybody even read this? Or does anybody even listen to this? or like who really cares about this? But the Q&A log is something especially that I was like, man, y'all could either do or do without this, because I'm not even sure anybody reads this. But now as a monitor, I know 100%. I read this all the time. Like I said, I keep it on my computer at all times. So this is something that I'm sure a lot of other monitors will talk about and vouch for, that this is something they read and use and is so high yield. So if you're maintaining this, make sure you do a good job with the Q&A log. It is vital. So if you like this video, like it, share, subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to check out our podcast. We're going to start doing some podcast only content at some point in the future as well. Email us for any inquiries you may have. If you want to be part of the resume review program, great program, guys. Helped a lot of people. Tremendous value. You're getting a 10x, 20x, 30x return by becoming a part of the resume review program. I promise you, I guarantee we will help you, especially if you're new to clinical research. This is a great program to be a part of, especially if you're new to clinical research, because you may not know exactly what needs to be on your resume, how to translate your resume into clinical research terms, and some of the other things that we provide in that program. So check us out. Email us at eliteclinicalgroup@gmail.com for any inquiries, resume review program, or other. Comment down below any questions. As always, guys, take care.